What is up, everybody? Welcome to Mid-Level Media Live on a Tuesday night. How is everybody doing tonight? It is Blues Day Tuesday. Did you all get Texas Chainsaw Massacre on 4K, or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on 4K? Did you get Training Day on 4K with a nice fresh 4K case inside? I have a 4K case on mine. Everybody's been showing off Blu-rays on theirs. I don't know what the deal is. Blu-ray cases. I've got a 4K case with my Training Day. What's the deal? What's the deal with that? No, I'm just kidding. If you checked out my review, you know I had a Blu-ray case with the Training Day. So I switched it out. I sacrificed my Hurricane Heist on 4K. But how's everybody doing tonight? Did I still have music playing? Can you all hear me okay? That's the most important thing, that you guys can hear me okay. Let's see. But yeah, we're live on a Tuesday night. I got my coffee. Have a knife day. This is my Halloween Resurrection mug. If you've been watching me for any length of time, you know I'm a huge Halloween Resurrection fan. So I had to get that mug. Okay, so yeah, Don is saying volume is good. GR is saying, yes, I can. Sean's saying loud and clear. Thank you all very much. There's 74 people in the chat right now. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. And man, this is the third kind of live stream that I've done today, because I did the live over at my wife and I's channel, Married with Media. And I also did a recorded episode of World's Biggest Collectors this afternoon at around noon. So this is like the third time that I've been on here talking today. Um, so yeah, I'm excited though. I'm still excited to be here. This is a Q&A, so you guys can ask me any question you want. You can dictate the conversation where we go. We can talk about anything, movies, physical media, life. I don't care what you guys want to talk about. Video games, music, whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about it in the chat tonight. If you want to talk about your training day on 4K with a Blu-ray case, like I said, mine has the 4K. If you want to talk about that, if you want to talk about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, just please, for the love of God, don't talk about Rocky. I haven't got my Rocky 4Ks yet, and I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm like Miles Teller off of Whiplash. I'm upset. All right. Let's get into this chat. How are you guys doing? You guys doing okay? Scaps is here. Married with Media Live, now mid-level live. Ken is the hardest working guy on YouTube, physical media. You know what? You can maybe say that about me. I do work hard. I'm not saying everything I put out's a banger, but I work hard. I'll accept that. I'll accept that. Thank you, Scaps. The Notorious Nemo is here. It says, hey, BB. Hey, BB. 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 Reminds me of the Deadly Friend. Directed by Wes Craven. That's probably a top 5 Wes Craven film. I'm sure everybody would agree with that. That basketball kill was insane. Sorry, guys. I'm going to be sipping. On my coffee tonight. Like I said, this is my third kind of live stream today. I'm going to relax. I'm going to get a little comfortable here. Maybe kick back. Maybe I'll move the microphone back here. Can you guys still hear me okay? If I relax a little bit, make sure everything's plugged in. All right. I'm always so tense, I feel like. I need to relax. I need to move the camera. I feel like let me adjust this lighting a little bit. I feel like I'm too bright. Let me dim it down a little bit. Adrian James. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? I saw you over in Married with Media Chat. Thank you for being here. Max Power says, heads up, Ken, halfway through Rocky in 4K. Slight visual upgrade. It almost looks like a Blu-ray now. Scenes that look bad before are no better. Source is the issue, I believe. Some scenes look great. Well, I guess it's good to hear that some scenes look great, but I'm not... I was worried about that, to be honest, because I've been hearing some rumblings of it not being a great 4K transfer. I mean, of course, I'm going to wait and see it for myself and judge it for myself. But God, that's such a big release to mess up. I hope that Warner Brothers didn't botch this one. But I'm definitely a little scared of that happening for sure. All right. What's up, Latula Moore? How you doing? All right, let me go back up here real quick. Guys, like I said, this is an Ask Me Anything. You guys can start asking some questions. That's what these live streams are all about. These live chats, just hanging out, chilling, answering some questions. I feel like I'm too old to chill at this point. Ash says Vinegar Syndrome Fever. Can't wait for tomorrow. I know I will be doing a video as soon as those, well, maybe not as soon, but when those Vinegar Syndrome announcements come in, I'll be doing some kind of announcement video because I committed to that. I said I'm going to do that every month. I'm going to cover more Vinegar Syndrome because, to be honest, like, they're the label that excites me the most at this point as far as like what they're going to announce and what they're going to release. I mean, I get excited for the Scream Factory announcements. Well, not this week. Like, guys, come on. Skyline in 4K. Does anybody want Skyline in 4K? Is anybody going to actually buy Skyline in 4K? Come on. The Haunting on 4K. It's a very weak lineup coming out from Scream Factory. Criterion, I still get kind of excited for those announcements. Every now and then they'll do some like real bangers. I mean, they do great movies every month. It's just I haven't seen or heard of a lot of them. Arrow Video's just been, they've just been kind of meandering through the months. It feels like the past few months. But Vinegar Syndrome, they've just been knocking it out of the park. And I'm excited to see what going on with their partner label stuff. I definitely want to check out more of that. I am so mad at myself for not getting that Bret Hart documentary. Everybody is showing that off. I've got such FOMO over it. It's not even funny. I was a big pro wrestling fan back in the day, and that slipcover looks insane. I should have got that, and I didn't, and I'm so mad at myself over it. But yeah, definitely looking forward to Vinegar Syndrome announcements. Armageddon should be out this summer in 4K Blu-ray, 25th anniversary since the 4K version of Titanic came in theaters earlier this month. Will the 4K Blu-ray come out in May or June? I've been hearing rumblings of that coming to 4K for a long time, so I feel like this is the year probably we're going to get Titanic. We're probably going to get the first Avatar, and we're going to get Avatar: Way of the Water, of course, on 4K. Are we going to get anything else? The Abyss also we're supposed to be getting on 4K this year. I don't really see Terminator happening in 4K. Um, Aliens, I don't think that that's going to happen this year. I mean, maybe, but like we're all, even with Armageddon, like we're all just so at the mercy of Disney at this point, as far as like what's coming out on 4K. Like they're the head honchos in charge of like most of this stuff. So I don't think we'll see Armageddon on 4K because Disney's not as cool as Paramount is. That was a cool announcement yesterday. Deep Impact coming to 4K. I'm excited for that one. Let's see. What's up, Kevin L? How you doing? When is Barbarian coming to 4K? It's coming in December. Didn't you hear, Kevin? Last December of 2022. When I made that video and everybody's like, what are you complaining about? It's supposed to be coming in December, Ken. It's supposed to be coming in December because somebody dropped a leak on Instagram that the producer had done a commentary. He could have done that commentary for a VOD. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that a physical disc is coming. I know he said that, and I'm sure that it probably is. But they're not rushing to get it out for whatever reason. I don't get it. It makes no sense. But yeah, when did that movie come out? Last September. We're like 6 months. Barbarian's been released. No Blu-ray, no 4K. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Hey Ken, a year in March, it was 1984 month. I missed the theme months. Can please bring them back? I would love to, man. It's I don't know. I've thought about it, and I've come up with some other ideas that might be along the same lines as that. Um, some fun live streams and things like that. So maybe like some theme live streams, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm jumping back into the theme months just yet. I do want to find a way to try to get back into something like that though, just to kind of focus myself on some movie watching. Let's see. What's up, 4K Media Guy? How you doing, buddy? Speaking of theme months, I did Western Month last January. That was the one that kicked off all the theme months. But I watched Magnificent Seven on Sunday nights, and that was a really good looking 4K. I don't know if I'm going to do a standalone review for it, but that was a really good looking. I don't even know if I've showed that off on the channel. Let me go get that. Because I think I got this one. Maybe I showed it off last Tuesday. I think I did show it off last Tuesday on the live. But I watched this. This is a really good looking 4K, really good movie. I'd never seen this movie before. I did not watch this in Western Month. But this one definitely was just like I watched this and I was like, oh, I really miss Westerns. I want to watch some more Westerns. It's not the best of the ones that I would still rank all the dollars movies above this one, Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Um, a lot of the westerns I watch, I would probably put above this. So this is a very traditional western, just an old school, just western movie from 1960, I believe, is when this came out. Really good cast. I mean, Charles Bronson's in this movie. He would go on a few years later to do Once Upon a Time in the West, which I think is probably pound for pound the best western that I've seen. And I've heard a lot of people say it's their favorite western. That's my favorite western that I've watched like all throughout Western Month. That one and Unforgiven, those might be tied, but Once Upon a Time in the West was a stunning film. Like I loved it. But Charles Bronson's great in that movie, but he's really great in this movie too. And I don't know, you guys are gonna kill me for saying this, but I don't know if I've seen a Steve McQueen movie. I don't think I've seen Steve McQueen in anything. So it was cool getting to watch my first Steve McQueen movie. But like it's a very basic, I don't want to say generic, but just very traditional Western movie that you could just tell was a huge box office success. It's like one of those big blockbuster movies because Westerns were huge back in the 50s and 60s. It's like one of those blockbuster movies that came out in the 60s. I'm sure a lot of people went to go see it. And it's a good movie, but it's just everything that happens in the movie is very traditional. I was kind of surprised by the ending of it, though. I will say that, and just how it ended. So there was a couple surprises to be had, but it's a good movie, and it looked really good on 4K too. Let's see. What's up, Gus? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Do you think all the 100th anniversary Warner Brothers 4Ks will have the Eco Blu-ray cases? I hope not, man. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Um, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. If Cool Hand Luke and Rebel Without a Cause and all those start coming out with the Eco cases, Blu-ray cases, like people are going to be upset. I need to email Warner Brothers and just see if that's something that we can expect going forward. If anybody knows what's up with all that, because that is it's kind of shitty, to be honest. It really is. I know a lot of people are I was really hoping that it was just like a review copy thing, and that was not going to be like a spread thing when, Blues Day Tuesday hit and everybody started to get it. But turns out it is. Everybody's getting the Blu-ray cases, but I don't know at this point, man. Like I've never seen anything like this. I know some people pointed to some other releases that came out with regular Blu-ray cases and 4Ks, but I've never seen anything like that before. So that was a first for me. Arrow, Scream Factory, Severin, very weak releases. You agree? Yeah, I mean, I just talked about that. Arrow, I thought Arrow this was a good announcement month for them, I think. I'm excited for The Last Starfighter. I'm excited for Fear and Loathing, even though that's a UK release. But I think I'm going to get that one off of Diabolic. I'm going to go ahead and pre-order that one. So I'm excited for both of those releases. There was another one. There was another 4K. Oh, Black Hats. I know that I haven't seen the movie. People don't really talk very highly on it, but I'm excited to watch that one for the first time in 4K. So there's some stuff to get excited about in Arrow's slate this month. The Scream Factory, Jesus Christ, like that's what a shit show that month is for Scream Factory. I know people are excited for Brotherhood of the Wolf though, and Severin. Like I don't follow. So I know it. I looked into some of the stuff they announced, but I don't follow them close enough to really care about what they announced this week. Let's see. Gus says, I hope not. The Notorious Nemo said, can you do your stream at 9, 1 hour earlier? So I guess you're on Central Time. I probably could have went live at 10, but I wanted to kind of have a little break because, like I said, me and my wife did a live stream from 8 to 9:15. So I took a little break. I watched a little bit of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K. I watched about 40 minutes, and then I'll finish it up when we get off of this stream because I want to try to get out a review for this pretty soon. I will say though, so far it looks really good. Does it look great? No, but there are scenes that look great. Overall, it's really good though. I don't have too much of an issue with it so far. And it has Dolby Atmos, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if you need Dolby Atmos for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I'll take it. I'll take it, and Dolby Vision as well. But yeah, I'll do a full review on that. I want to watch the new feature-length documentary as well, The Legacy of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So as soon as I'm done with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the movie, I'll jump into the documentary. All right, let's see. Finally, bits on Andy Griffith's Show Blu-ray collection, like new for $50. Happy with that. I mean, that's a good deal for. I didn't even know Andy Griffith had Blu-ray, so that's pretty cool. What's up, GR? What's up, Dimension Scott? What's up, Ken? Everybody in the chat. I'm currently just playing some Tekken Tag late at night. Tekken Tag. That sounds cool. What's up, Steve? Mike says, how do you organize your collection? By genre, alphabetical, randomly, etc. So when I first started collecting, I was very into doing by genre. And that just kind of got hard to manage the more and more because the thing about doing by genre is genre can be kind of subjective sometimes, and multiple movies can be like multiple different genres. So that gets hard to like figure out. It's like, and then some movies are just like wild cards that just feel like they could fit anywhere. So it gets hard to do with the genre, especially when your collection grows. So when I reorganized my Blu-rays last year, I did them in alphabetical order. So all my Blu-rays are together back there on that shelf. And I've reorganized all of them recently because I'm trying to reorganize the collection slowly but surely. I'll do a video on that when I finally get it all done. I've already got some footage shot. 4Ks are in alphabetical order. Steel books are all over the place. I didn't even organize those, except for the Lionsgates. Those are all together. And then everything else is by boutique labels. So I've got Criterions together, Screen Factories together, Kinos together. I do have all my A24 stuff together as well. So that's kind of how I'm alphabetizing, or kind of how I'm organizing stuff now. But I've got so much stuff over here on the floor that I have to integrate back there in the collection. Some things are going to be changing in the next few weeks or months, however long it takes me to finish reorganizing. But definitely going to get it done as soon as I can. What's up, Adrian? Andy Griffith Show, excellent. You got a fan of the Andy Griffith Show? I liked Andy Griffith. I remember watching that when I was a kid. Interrupting Rocky 4K for another stream. That's how much I enjoy these. Well, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the Rocky 4Ks. Though I'm very disappointed I don't have mine yet. But thank you for watching me while you're watching Rocky. Why is the sky blue? Is that really your wife? Is your wife a boy or a girl? I don't know what that means. She's a girl, I think. I think she is. I'm pretty sure. Adrian James says, Ratman. Ida. Ratman has an AMC pass. Levels. What's up, Cal? How you doing, man? Did people back then really used to live in black and whites? They absolutely did. Nostradamus Nemo. Absolutely did. Ratman would support AMC. He is an AMC. What is it? AMC Plus member? Yeah, he is. He is. We got 161 people in here tonight, and I appreciate all of y'all being here. Hit the like button if you haven't already. It is 11:20, so I mean it's late. So I again appreciate everybody that turns out to these streams, because it doesn't ever feel like I'm going to get very many people in here the later I go, but sometimes I'll get like the best turnouts like real late at night. So it's kind of crazy. I know people live in different time zones, West Coast and Mountain Time, Central Time, all that stuff. And I'll even get some people in the UK that are waking up very early for work and catching the streams. So that's cool as well. What's up, Romero Floors? How are you doing? Arrow Screen Factor 7, very weak releases. I already answered that. What is up, LA Jewel? What's up, Magic Hands? What's up, Sean? I forgot to order Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K. Doing it now. Awesome. But just remember that second site release comes out in April, so you may want to hold off and grab that one if you're into collecting, the big bougie box sets. John says Rocky 5 was the first Rocky movie I saw in theaters. The only other one was Balboa. Never got to see others in the theater. I wasn't alive for 1 and 2. Still in the womb for part 3. Well, how did you enjoy Rocky 5? That was your first one. You got saw in the theaters. I honestly have not seen any Rocky movies in the theater other than Creed 2, because I didn't see the first Creed in theaters. I wasn't going to the theaters very much back in 2015, but yeah, I think the only one that I've seen in theaters is Creed 2, which is kind of sad. I like Creed 2, but it's sad that I wish they would do like a marathon. I would go spend like the entire day at the theater watching Rocky. But the first Rocky film I ever saw was in I was probably 14 or 15. They showed it in school, actually. I remember watching it in school, and it was Rocky 4, and I loved it so much. And that's all I watched for like a year or two. Like I didn't even dive into the other Rocky movies until like 2 or 3 years later. I watched Rocky 4 like all the time, though. I just loved it. Thought it was awesome. And then I think a few years later, I think I'd already graduated. I went back and finally watched the entire series, and then I watched Balboa when it came out. I'm surprised I didn't watch that in theaters, so I really am. But I didn't. I remember renting that one. But yeah, love the Rocky movies. Always love the Rocky movies, but it hasn't been until recently, I'd say, like with the Creed movie coming out, because I watched Creed, and then I went back and rewatched all the Rockies again. and just kind of fell in love with them all over again. And now I truly believe that that's my favorite franchise, like overall, because every movie I love. Like I love Rocky 5 too. I know a lot of people say that's, one of the weaker ones, and it absolutely is. It's the weakest one of the franchise, but I still enjoy the movie. So yeah, Rocky is, I'd say now I'm pretty comfortable in saying that's my favorite franchise. I would even put it above Star Wars at this point because I only really love the original trilogy. I like the prequels pretty good. And that new trilogy is just garbage to me at this point. And I'm just so down on Star Wars. I can't call that my favorite franchise anymore. If you asked me like 5 or 6 years ago, I would have said Star Wars, but I think Rocky's really moved up for me in the past few years. All right. Stigmata is still available on Blu-ray. I don't know if Stigmata is still available. I can check and see if it's on Blu-ray.com. Was it ever available on Blu-ray? Stigmata Blu-ray. But yeah, if you want to know if something's still on I mean it's on Walmart, 25.66, or you want to get Stigmata on Blu-ray, it's on Walmart. And you can yeah, I'm not seeing one on Amazon that's available. So on Walmart, I saw one for $25. So what's going on, Leo? How you doing? Let's see. Chris L says, just got back from my local independent record movie store where I picked up Texas Chainsaw Hollywood Shuffle Marathon. Nice. Nice they had those new releases out. That is really cool. Um, oh my goodness. Thank you all so much for the super chats. Dude who loves movies said, don't forget the roundhouse kick that like button. Thank you so much, Lepke, Vision Films. If you haven't yet checked out the World's Biggest Collectors episode I did with him about a week and a half ago, go check it out. Ken is fine as hell. I am fine as hell. I learned that earlier tonight on my wife and I's channel. Somebody said I was fine as hell. Don't have a question. Just wanted to support the channel. Go suck tap that like button. What is that? Go suck tap that like button. I'm sure that's something else. I'm not catching on to what that is. But thank you so much, Broovies and Matt. I appreciate your support, man. Really do. All right, let's see if I can find myself back up here. I got to start burning through the chat, guys. I always get way behind, and I didn't. My goal is always to never get too far behind, but I always do. Okay, let's see. Have a knife day, Mike Tyson. Thank you, A. It's a nice slipcover, man. It really is. I didn't pick that up, Thomas. I have to start picking and choosing what I get. And this was such a big release week. I mean, we had Rocky, we had Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we had a Training Day. I got to start reining it in a little bit, but there is a Kino sale coming up. At least I hope there is. There usually is in March. So I'm kind of holding off on a lot of the recent Kino releases and looking to do a big haul when they do that Kino sale, which hopefully is pretty soon. Criterion, I'm anticipating, is going to do their flash sale pretty soon as well. What's up, man? All is well. Hope all is well with you as well. No, man. I can't do that. That thing was like $80. I like John Wick, but shit. Yeah, I can't. It's a nice steelbook set, but I can't bite on that. I already own the John Wick movies. I don't need it. Attack of the Killer Refrigerator. We spent too much today. We grabbed Rocky and Training Day steals and then ordered John Wick steals too. I mean, if you're a steelbook collector, like those are some nice steelbooks. That's a nice set. Like I can definitely understand grabbing it, but I just couldn't do it. Do you foresee Laserdisc making a comeback in the future? Do you own any Laserdisc? I've got a couple Laserdisc. I got both Mighty Ducks films on Laserdisc, and I found them at a Goodwill a few years ago. I just grabbed them. But no, I do not have a Laserdisc collection. My only experience with Laserdisc was my aunt had Laserdisc back in the early to mid '90s. She had a Laserdisc player, and when I went over to her house, I watched a lot of movies on Laserdisc because she had a big Laserdisc collection. I need to try to hit her up and ask her if she has any of those Laserdiscs still, because if she's willing to give those up, I could probably have a pretty sizable Laserdisc collection. But I'm sure she's gotten rid of those because back in the day, like nobody thought those were going to be worth anything when, VHS and when but when DVD and Blu-ray started coming out, people were just like, I'm done with these laser discs. So I'm sure she gave them away. Um, I get it, man. I really do. Some people may look at that and be like, well, come on, it's still, it's still on 4K. It's still on 4K. You still get the 4K, you get the Blu-ray, you get the digital code, you get the slip cover. You're just not getting the case. But I get it. Like that's a part of the experience. You want a nice black case with your 4K. That's what we're conditioned to have with our 4Ks. So we want them. So I get it, but you know, it is a great 4K though. I do recommend it. Busta's not on the mug. That was a missed opportunity for sure, Dom. Just starting my YouTube channel, says the Ranking Renegade. What do you think is a reasonable goal for subscribers in the channel's first year? I say you're in your first year. Don't set any subscriber goals at all. Just do the best you can. Try to figure things out. Try to figure yourself out on YouTube. Put out some content. Don't worry about the views. Do stuff that you're passionate about. Talk about stuff that you're passionate about. And then once you start to figure things out in terms of like editing and um, actually like scripting content and putting stuff out and just figuring out your style and how you talk and speak on camera and just learning about you can learn about a lot about yourself by doing YouTube videos. I definitely have in the past few years. But don't worry about subscribers and all that stuff when you're first starting out. Now, once you figure everything out, year two, then you can start really honing in on, how do I, gain some traction and start getting subscribers? Like what's some of the things that I've learned that I can use to my advantage to start really gaining some traction and subscribers on YouTube. Um, but don't be looking for that like huge video that's going to gain you like thousands of subscribers your first year, because what's going to happen is you're going to get extremely frustrated that you're not meeting the goals that you set for yourself, and you're going to end up saying, screw this, I'm out. So just understand that things build very slowly on YouTube. It doesn't all happen at once. A lot of people think that it did for me, and they don't realize that I went a full year and I only gained 50 subscribers in my first year on YouTube. And then things started gaining traction from there. I mean, I've been doing YouTube videos since mid 2019, I'd say, maybe towards the end of 2019. But it takes a long time, man. It really does. So don't sweat it that first year, and then start to, gain some momentum in the second year is my suggestion. Some people may suggest different. Uh, that's just so weird. Like that's their excuse. They ran out of 4K case. Can't you make those damn things? Like that seems like the stupidest reason to not put out. That's like saying you ran out of discs, so you couldn't produce enough 4Ks. You don't have the cases. Like that's just so stupid to me. What's up, Eli? What's up, Fish? How you doing, buddy? What do I do for a living? I am a warehouse manager on the weekends. I work in an Amazon type warehouse. It's not Amazon, but it's an Amazon type warehouse. What are some less than 100-minute 4K UHDs you recommend? Less than 100-minute 4K UHDs I recommend. Um, is this less than 100 minutes? It's close enough. It's 105 minutes, but I just watched this last night because I've been meaning to get to it for a while. It's a Kino Lorber release, and that is Dressed to Kill. Brian De Palma's Dressed to Kill is an excellent movie. I just watched this for the first time last night. Absolutely loved it. It went in some directions I did not expect. I really did not expect where this went. and it kinda reminded me a lot of Psycho by the time we got to the end of it. Take that for what you will. But everybody's great in this movie. Michael Caine, Nancy Allen. You could tell this is Brian De Palma's, like, attempt at making a giallo type film. Like, there's some heavy Italian influences in this movie, and I just loved it. I wanted to dive into some of the special features, but didn't get a chance yet. And the more I'm watching of Brian De Palma, the more I'm loving, like, his filmography. It's just outstanding. I mean, you got like in a I wanna watch Blowout next, like, that's another big one I need to watch. But in a 4-year span, he did this movie, he did Blowout, he did Scarface. I don't know if he did anything in 1982, somebody can drop that in the chat if he did. And he did a Body Double. So, just an amazing, like, 4 films in a row from a director. And he's got so many other great movies as well. Let's see, coming to Blu-ray. Yeah, that's a Scream Factory release. It's cool they're doing some of those, releases. Calling you out over Bubba Hotep. Here's what I think about everybody talking about Bubba Hotep. Look, if you like it, you like it. But I think a lot of people, I don't know if they've watched it recently. I just feel like their opinions might. I don't understand how people can like that movie unless they're just huge Bruce Campbell marks and they will just mark out for anything Bruce Campbell. Doesn't matter what it is. Bubba Hotep is shit. It really is shit. Like, I don't say that about everything, but that movie was trash. Like, literally nothing happens. There was some mildly amusing things that happened with Bruce Campbell in the retirement home. I like the backstory of Elvis, I guess, a little bit. I thought that that was pretty cool, but that wasn't even paid off, by the time you got to the end of it. It really none of it really mattered. And the ending is just so, like, lackluster. Just the entire movie is just like build, 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 build. You're waiting for something to happen because 'cause it's got Bruce Campbell and it. Is something like crazy Evil Dead moment gonna happen by the time you get to the end of it? And it's just like nothing happens. So, it is what it is. If they like it, they like it. Anybody can call me out. Anybody can talk all the shit they want. I don't like the movie, and I'm not gonna tell you I like some if I don't like something. So there you go. Hit the like button. Soy Milk, how you doing? The Film Cabinet, what's up, Kim? What's up, Film Cabinet? Rocky looks awesome on 4K, says Movie Fan. Serpent in the Rainbow is an underappreciated Wes Craven movie. Can't believe Red Eye is getting a 4K before that one. Yeah, I need to see Serpent in the Rainbow. I haven't seen that one. There's a lot of Wes Craven movies I haven't seen yet, like that and Shocker I haven't seen. They say that they're working on it, so I don't know. Yeah, that feels like a Dollar Tree title. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to scroll down the chats. I'm about 30 minutes behind. I'm so sorry, everybody. Oh, Broovies is gonna buy a Skyline. He said he bought Ouija. I guess if you bought Ouija, like that's a surefire bet you're gonna buy a Skyline. It's just so weird to me they're not doing slip covers for some of their stuff because if they put a cool slip cover on Skyline, I guarantee they'd sell twice as much. Twice as much. I haven't seen Rise of Gru, Ron. So I actually right before the stream, because everybody always asks me about my shelves, I dropped the link, the Amazon link to the shelves in the description of this video. I'm gonna start putting that in the description of all my videos. So check out that link if you want to check out these shelves. They're actually on sale right now. I think it's $88, which is a really good deal. Like I've paid 120 for these shelves before. I think I paid like 150 for them at one point. So $88 for these shelves right now. And again, I have that link down below if you want to check them out. I've been trying to get that link down there forever because everybody always asks me. And I never have that down there, but it is down there now if you want to check it out. Yeah, that is crazy. That just speaks to how, I guess popular that movie is amongst horror fans. Like that does have a big cult following. I love that movie. Yeah, it's definitely, getting old for sure. I mean, it's not a year after the release. Yeah, usually it's a couple of years at least. I mean, Candyman, I think was the Candyman and The Craft, I think were the shortest spans of time. Most everything else had come out, a few years previous, but yeah, I get it. It's definitely annoying. I mean, that's another Brian De Palma movie. I do have that in the collection. I do need to watch it. It's got Jessica Harper in it too from Suspiria. So I think that's one. Look, I don't know what the hell's going on with Scream Factory. It's just you got all these movies they could be upgrading Night of the Creeps to 4K, Phantom of the Paradise. Like, there's so much Creep Show for God's sakes. There's so many titles they could be upgrading to 4K, and they do Skyline and Brotherhood of the Wolf. I mean, that movie just came out on Blu-ray. I guess that's what you're talking about, Tom, because Brotherhood of the Wolf did come out in 2021, and now it's getting upgraded to 4K, like less than 2 years later. So I guess that would be an example of that. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, they got so many titles they could upgrade to 4K. Like, what are you doing? And they would sell well. Do they not have the rights to them anymore? I don't get it. Yeah, I was kind of interested in that one, but I don't know too much about the movie, so I did not get it. I just buy 4K only when it comes to boutiques nowadays, so I don't get burns. It's a thing. Ooh, I love Barbarian. I can't agree with that, John. I loved it. Um, I know, man. Look, I really love doing them. It's becoming tough. I might get back to them though. I don't know if it was a UK release, Adrian. Uh, oh yeah. Well, to be fair, that Rocky set came out in 2012, so it's not their fault you just bought it, Colin. But yeah, it's just that's the way it works out sometimes. Like, there's so many. Sometimes Blu-ray sales will pop up on it. I'm like, "Oh, I want to get that. Like, The Mist is like $11, and I don't know if it's been out of print, but it's been a lot more expensive, and they dropped it down to 11. And I'm like, does this mean it's going to come out with the four? I feel like if I buy the Blu-ray, they're going to come out with a 4K of it. Tombstone for Western. I watched Tombstone. I liked it. I didn't love it though. Favorite Arrow release packaging wise, off the top of my head, I mean, I really love that American Werewolf in London artwork. But Legend is also awesome. Um, Tremors. I love the artwork on Tremors too. And it's nice and embossed. It has a like glossy embossing in there on some of the text. So that's a cool one. That's a great movie. I watched that during Western Month. Not for the first time though. I'd seen that movie a lot, many times before. All right. McQueen he's in the original Blob, right? I haven't seen that one. What's up, Talk Sick? Fish, Ken, you haven't seen The Great Escape with Steve McQueen? Yes, I have seen The Great Escape, so I haven't seen a Steve McQueen movie. Um, yeah, I watched that one when the Criterion came out. I watched that, so thank you for. Yeah, I have seen that. I don't remember him though. I really don't. Carrie, how's it going? Yeah, a great Tuesday night. Can't believe it's March 1st here in Australia, man. January, February went so fast. Enjoy the rest of your night. They really did like that. God, it's crazy how fast this year's going already. But we always say that, right? What is your most hyped film of 2023 mid-level media? I mean, right now I'm just so excited to watch Creed 3. Like, I'm really looking forward to it. Um, Mission Impossible 7, Dead Reckoning, probably at top of the list. And then John Wick 4, which is getting ready to come out. Bullet. I've heard great things about Bullet. Yes, yeah, I did know that. I did know that. Oh, it's 4:17 in the UK. Yeah, I know you are. We're 5 hours ahead of us. Ooh, it's in the 4K case in Walmart. Really? That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, they look cool. Like, the actual like packaging that they're in is cool. I mean, I don't even know if I remember what the actual steelbooks look like. Oh, 73 Media now the ranking renegade. Oh, well, you've been on YouTube before then. Oh, 73 Media, I believe. Um, let's see, quickly becoming one of my favorite YouTube channels. Well, thank you so much, Rankin Renegade. I appreciate that. Let's see. Dude who loves movies. What's up, everybody? What's up, Cody? Since Disney bought Fox, will that hold up True Lies being released on Blu-ray? Yeah, pretty much everything that you know Disney bought will hold up the Blu-ray release. Um, but yeah, like Fox is owned by Disney. That's just to me, that's like one of the worst deals that's ever happened, ever. There's so many movies that Fox has that we might not see, on Blu-ray or 4K at any point because Disney just doesn't have any interest in that, and it's sad. Taylor, interesting that you said that because I actually just did a huge review dump. Because that's how I do it sometimes. I'll wait till like the very end of the month and then I'll go back and try to remember everything that I watched, which is not the right way I should do it. I would love to watch a movie and then immediately log it, but that's just not the way I do it. So I did like 20 reviews on Sunday of movies that I've watched this month. So it's updated now ish. I got to put Dress to Kill on there and yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre when I finish it. So I need to do better about updating it though. So thank you for calling me out. I mean, last year was the March and the April sale, and it started in March. So I'm anticipating we'll get another one in March. Latulo. I have not got a chance to watch those yet, Carrie. I will get to those at some point because I do want to rewatch that franchise. It's been a while. What's up, KB? How you doing, buddy? I don't like TCM. What am I missing? Have you seen TCM, KB? Um, I'll admit, like, I don't know, it's TCM's like an experience, I feel like. And I've kind of had a little bit of an arc with that film. I saw Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 first. That was the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre I ever saw. I saw it in theaters back in 2003. Loved that movie. Went back and watched the original, and I'm like, "What the hell is this?" I was like, "This is a case where the remake is so much better than the original." Um, Actually, I think the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre I ever saw was The Next Generation. I think that was like on HBO, and I just like randomly watched it. But anyway, watched the original TCM, and then I was like, I'll just stick with the remake from now on. Then a few years ago, watched the original again, learned to appreciate a lot more just for its like just down and dirty, just gritty filmmaking style that Toby Hooper brought to that film. It really is shot almost like a documentary. Like there's parts of that movie that feel real, and there's such like a visceral scariness to it, and it's just very raw and it's very real, and you feel like you're almost in it. So I was out there just now watching it, and I was getting sucked into just like the atmosphere of that movie, and it is like legitimately scary when you start to get towards the end of it, and I can't wait to watch that again. It's been a few years since I've seen the movie. Um, but yeah, I don't know, man. I get people watching it and thinking it's not all that great. I understand that, but I feel like that's a movie you have to keep returning to learn to appreciate it a little bit more. Um, it's not like a masterfully directive. It's not The Exorcist. It's not Poltergeist. It's not The Shining. But it's just a really like raw, visceral experience. Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. What prevents it from looking great? Don't tell me it's too grainy. It is a faithful transfer that is about as good as we can hope for. No, I wouldn't say it's not too grainy. I like a good grain structure. I'm not overly impressed with some of the stuff that I've seen so far. But again, I'll talk about it when I review it. I'll talk about it when I review. Not much, just decided on what to watch, Training Day or The Retaliators. I haven't seen The Retaliators, and I know Training Day is a good movie, so I would recommend Training Day. If you want to know you're gonna, watch a good movie. Uh, Training Day is great, dude. That is true, Evan. That is true, but I'm not as familiar with Atmos as everybody else is because I just, got my sound bar that's capable of doing Atmos. I still don't have true Atmos. Um, Ken, don't take away your wife's ability to choose her own gender. I won't. I didn't know it was confusing to some, but now I do. I mean, I don't know, man. Again, it's Disney. It's a toss up. You never know. I heard there was going to be a Blu-ray at some point, but that kind of went away. What's up, John Doe Juggalo? I already answered that. I thought. I don't know. Will Rocky 4 be on 4K? Yeah, it's on 4K in that set. Let's see. There is a movie called Ratman. I did not know that. Yeah, for a second site's releasing it, coming out soon. What's up, Mel? How you doing? Yeah, all the players be live, and yeah, there's a lot of lives going on tonight. A lot of lives. This is my second live, so I'm selfish with the lives tonight. I apologize. But look, Tuesday night, I said it. I want to do these every Tuesday night. And next Tuesday will be the roundtable, the February roundtable. So I'll be promoting that pretty soon. But I'm working on the guest lineup right now. That'll be next Tuesday night, 9 p.m. But yeah, Tuesday night is my night for live, and I've decided that, and I'm going to try to keep that up as long as I can. I also want to do sometime in the month of March. I'm trying to pull together a group of Rocky fanatics, and we're going to do a Rocky stream. I haven't got all the details yet or exactly what I want to do, but there will be a Rocky stream sometime in March. I'm hoping I can get out to see Creed 3 so we can talk about that as well. All right. But the first one still looks rough. I mean, I think the first one looks great. Like I never I mean, I never had any problems watching the Blu-ray. Like I've seen that Blu-ray disc like at least 5 or 6 times. And I've never really had a problem with it. The movie itself is very kind of gritty, but um I think it looks great. I love the look of Rocky. I don't know. But I was hoping for a definite improvement with the 4K. Mid-level Ken Stan. Okay, thank you for being a stan of mid-level media. How big did your regular DVD collection get before you pawned it all off? How much did you make off of it? I probably had like I don't know, definitely not as big as the collection I have now. It's probably like 500 or 600 DVDs that I had been collecting since I was a teenager, and I made $160 on it. Which is not bad. I mean, I gave it all to Half Price Books and made $160 on it. I mean, that was DVD, all DVDs, no Blu-rays, no 4Ks, nothing like that. And that was back in 2016. So I didn't think that was, too bad. I definitely wish I would have kept them though. You really tell he's not hitting his opponent with his punches. We come a long way with how they can film it and make it look real. Yeah, it's definitely cool what they do now for sure. What's up, John Cooley? How you doing, man? Any more blind buy regrets? That was an eye-opening video. Um, no, not so far. I don't usually regret too much. I really don't. But that one I did, which goes to show you how bad it was for me. I'm not going to say how bad it was. How bad it was for me. I did not like it. Yeah, I've heard that he's making some new cuts. Rocky 5. He can leave Rocky 6 alone. That movie's freaking great, but maybe he can improve some stuff in Rocky 5. I don't know. I like that movie too, though. What is up, Mama Blu-ray? Let's see. Gonna try to scroll down through this chat, catch up a little bit. Guys, we got Blaine here. He says hello from Wyoming. Thank you for being here, Blaine. I did not, get that steelbook set if that's what you're talking about, and apparently that's sold out. Um, Let me look that up real quick. I said that was gonna sell out yesterday on the physical media report. Was it already sold out on the physical media report? Maybe the fact that I said it was gonna sell out made it sell out. Yep. It's, it's out. Temporarily out of stock, the steelbook set on Amazon. Yeah, that's a shame. That is a shame. They should have known how good that was gonna sell. No, I'm not getting 3 colors in 4K. I haven't seen those movies, so I'm gonna have to be a little bit more selective here with the blind buy. RoboCop. I've heard good things about Marshall the Shell, but I haven't seen it yet. So somebody gives me a choice between RoboCop and pretty much anything else, I'll probably pick RoboCop. It's a great movie. Let's see. Ellie Joel says, "I had my Blu-ray purchases for my wife. I had all my movies under the mattress. Is this a good plan?" I don't know if you're sleeping on that mattress. Like I feel like that could ruin some of the slip covers. Um, I don't know if that's a good decision to hide them under the mattress. I'm assuming you're joking, but I wouldn't have my slip covers under the mattress. So that doesn't feel like a good idea. I especially wouldn't put steel books over there under there because those could crush in dents. That's not good. Um, Love woven in the stars. Okay. Yeah, it really does, man. It really does. Won't it bother you when chapter 4 yeah, or chapter 5, like, I'm pretty sure they're doing 4 and 5. What's up, Eddie? Eddie's filming stuff. How you doing, buddy? Um, no, but so the thing is that I am supposed to get a review copy, from Warner Brothers. I'm supposed to get the Knockout collection. Um, so I was trying to wait on that, and usually they're pretty good. Like, I got sent Training Day early, like, last week, and I was able to get a review out for it. But for some reason, like, they're taking a long time to send these Rocky 4Ks out, and I'm getting to the point where I'm just gonna say "F it," and I'm thinking about going to Best Buy tomorrow and seeing if they got that steelbook, and if they do, I'll just get the first Rocky on 4K just so I can watch it. Um, because I just can't wait anymore, and if they make me wait too much longer, like, I'm just gonna end up buying the damn thing off of Amazon and getting it in, and, I'll just if the one I get from Warner Bros, I'll just do a giveaway or something for it, but I'll wait a couple more days, and then I'm gonna just order it off Amazon because I can't wait any longer. Taking too long. You're taking too damn long, Warner Brothers. Let's see. Yeah, same thing, man. I mean, it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's up there with Halloween as like one of the most important horror films of all time. I mean, this is a movie that I need multiple editions in the collection. I'm not gonna not get that second sight release. Like that thing is just awesome looking. I'm sure it's gonna be great, but Dark Sky Films just released Texas Chainsaw Massacre on 4K, so I'm gonna get that one too. Now I didn't double dip and get the steel book and all that jazz, but I got the slipcover. I once had the top YouTube channel in a niche category in the early YouTube days, 2006, 2008. Never monetized, didn't know anything about it. Life called me away, never went back. Um, yeah, I mean, what did you do? What was your niche topic? That's a good one. Dress to Kill is excellent. I loved it. But I've kind of figured out I'm kind of a sucker for Brian De Palma at this point. I've loved like almost everything I watched from him. I'm excited to watch Blowout. Body Double, just like that was one of the best movies I watched for the first time last year. I love that movie. Um, what what is this? Oh my god, he's got a picture of me with a heart around it. Is that the is this the same guy that does this picture, Ken flipping the bird? Is that the same guy? Let me know. Let's see. I wish, but no, I don't know. We absolutely need a 4K body double. I know it has an indicator, and I think that's the only way you can, or that's the most accessible way you can own that physically. But I would love a 4K body double. Somebody did that Criterion, that would be awesome. I would love Vinegar Syndrome to do it, like Kino Lorber, like that would be incredible. But yeah, I'd be all over 4K body double. That movie will look great in 4K too. Yeah, Cal called it. He told me ahead of time. He said Bubba Hotep's a piece of shit, and I should have listened to him. So I'm sorry, Cal. Um, I'm not watching 3D Blu-rays. Oh yeah, that's a good one, Manual. 98 minutes. That is one of the best 4Ks I've ever seen for sure. Yeah, the colors. I mean, if you want to showcase what HDR can really do, you show them Suspiria. Like those colors are insane. Uh, what's up, Huck? How you doing? That's true, Broovies. Maybe it's not terrible as far as a movie, but it is so painfully boring. Like that's the thing. Like I was hyped up to believe that movie was at least going to be fun, and I can handle a bad movie if I'm having a good time and it's fun. But if it's a bad movie that's just boring as shit, like that's the worst thing ever. And that's what Bubba Hotep is. I'm going to be a lot more selective at this point, 4K media guy. I mean, I'm getting the two that's coming out this month. I'm getting The Exorcist 3 and I'm getting Dead Silence because I don't have either of those in the collection. So I mean, that's just an excuse to get both of those movies. And I know Exorcist 3 is great, and Dead Silence I remember enjoying when I saw that. So I mean, that's a James Wan movie. So I'm excited to get both of those on 4K, and I think I'll be happy with those purchases. People, the under the stairs. I like to think I'm not going to get that because I just bought it on Blu-ray, but I'm probably going to get that. I love that movie. I've been watching that movie since I was a kid. So, um, but I'm definitely not getting anything that they're putting out in May for sure. What's up, James? How you doing, man? So you're telling me Bubba Hotep probably won't be getting a Criterion release? Probably not. I don't think that's Criterion worthy, James. I don't think it is. I really don't. Um, it's not Oscar bait either. It's all right. I'm glad I have a Blu-ray of it. I'd happily take a free 4K of it. Really, Ken, you should resell it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna resell it. I've already had some people hit me up, but I'm waiting until after the round table because I'm gonna, I need it for the round table, and then after that, I'm done. Which one of my kids is my least favorite? I love both my kids, for different reasons. And I dislike both of my kids for different reasons, so it works both ways. Um, my daughter though, she's pretty cute. She just watched Megan, which we can debate on what the right age is for starting to watch horror, but she's 8 and Megan just came on Peacock and she's been wanting to watch it because she's ever since she saw the trailers. So she's watched Megan, the unrated version, like 3 times. So she keeps wanting me to like reenact scenes with her, like up in the living room. So I was doing that for a couple of hours, before I started live streaming today. And yeah, she loves acting like Megan and doing the dance and all that stuff. So like Megan's cool. Like it's getting the little kids into horror. That's always a good. It's good to have those gateway accessible horror movies. Even though the hardcore horror fans are like, Megan sucks. It's not any good. Terrifier 2 is better. You need those accessible, fun, more kid-friendly horror films to build more horror fans out there. So, but yeah, like I said, my daughter's the one that if either one of them's gonna get into horror, it's gonna be her. My son's a chicken. He wouldn't even watch Megan. I was like, Megan's like the tamest movie ever as far as horror movies, but he wouldn't watch it. I know it has 2 sequels. I think I got one. I think I got one at Big Lots one time too. I think I did. Yeah, hopefully they put out Trick or Treat. Hopefully they put out Creep Show. Like those would be big October titles for Scream Factory. And don't get me wrong, Scream Factory's they've been doing some good stuff, pretty much every month this year. So they can have an off month. But hopefully they can get things back on track in June. No, I do not 4K Media Guy. I thought I seen something on that recently, but yeah, I don't know. Play such games. I made its way today, but to buy Rocky, and now Rocky 2 through 4 sold out. Do you think they will? They're not sold out. They're not out yet. They're supposed to be out next week, the week after. They're rolling them out week by week. Yeah, I hope Arrow Video does that one. That would be cool. I think that would get them back in the good graces of a lot of people that's fallen off from Arrow Video. They did a big Killer Clowns box set. That'd be amazing. Oh, let's see. Do you ever lend your movies to friends, and what are your rules if you do? I don't really have a ton of friends that ask me, for movies. I used to give some movies out to people at work, and my rules were always, and my mom, like sometimes she used to borrow movies from me. She doesn't really so much anymore. And my rules were always, I never give them my case. I'm never giving them the like if I loan out Texas Chainsaw Massacre on 4K, they're not getting the slipcover, they're not getting the actual case. I've got a loaner case that I will take the disc out and I will put in just a regular, just plain generic Blu-ray case, and then I let them rent it out like that. But I'm never giving them my case. They can get the disc, but not the case. So that's pretty much my rule. Um, and then as for like returning it, I mean, I don't have late fees or anything like that. But like I said, I don't really loan a lot of stuff out anymore. Everybody's just kind of settled into the fact that everything's on streaming now. So nobody really asks or cares to ask to borrow my collection. Just grabbed the Mist for $11. Didn't know it was on sale. So thanks again. Oh, good. I'm glad they still have it. It's in my cart. I want to get it. Like I said, I also put bed knobs and broomsticks in the cart too, because that's on sale for $7.50. I would love that movie to get a 4K. That's a classic from my childhood as well. I don't know if it will because it's a Disney title. It'd be cool if they license that out to like Kino Lorber or Criterion. Like that would be a cool Criterion to put out bed knobs and broomsticks, but I don't know. I don't know if they would do that. All right. I have not seen no, I haven't seen I didn't review Tower Inferno. I think somebody sent that to me, but I never reviewed it. All right, James. Hopefully you enjoy the movie and looking forward to your review, man. I'm gonna try to not stay up too late. Try to be off of here. I've already been live for an hour. Jesus, time flies, and I haven't even caught up on the chat yet. I'm a I'm a failure. Glad I could jog your memory about the Greatest Escape. Trust me, I understand when you get older, dude. I forget so much. Like I used to be. I wish I was like mid-20s when I started the YouTube channel because I was so like on point with actors and quotes and movies, and I just felt like I knew everything. And I forget everything now. I can't remember shit, especially when I'm live. Like I'll try to quote a movie and it's like I half-ass like remember the actual quote. It's crazy. But yeah, it's my mind. My mind's going. I'll blame that. 4K cases for completely different reasons, but it was cheaper in bulk. I'm prepared for WB 100. Oh, it just sucks. It's so shitty that they're doing that to us. Here I was hyping them up, saying Warner Brothers is doing great work this year with their 100th anniversary, and they're gonna release all their 4Ks and Blu-ray cases. Come on, what are you doing? Uh, I don't know, Brian. I don't know. A metal fan. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of any music nowadays. As far as metal, I listen to a fair amount of metal. I don't know what you would classify as metal. I mean, I like Metallica. Um, back in the day, I liked Pantera and Slayer and some of those older bands. I definitely listened to. Um, A lot of new metal for sure in the early 2000s. I used to listen to Hatebreed, Lamb of God, and again, my memory is just gone when it comes to all that stuff. I would love to maybe on a live stream I could do this, but I've got like a big CD case of like all my CDs that I've got in my collection. I could like show off my old CD collection, like from when I was in high school. That would be pretty cool. But I got all those bands in there. Some of them I'm just forgetting. Slipknot. I mean, I like Slipknot too back in the day. If you count all that as metal. What movie in 2023 are you looking forward to? I already answered that. I do like the remake, but I respect the original as the best of the franchise. Now, my personal favorite is the second one. That is my that is my favorite Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've still yet to see the third one. That's the only movie of that franchise I have not seen. Is the third Texas Chainsaw Massacre. All right. What's up, Monkey? Fast 10 looks crazy for sure. I could get people saying that. Like I wouldn't fault anybody for saying that because I definitely thought that way at some point too. Ooh, I would love the TCM on remake on 4K. Yeah, like I said, if I were to rank Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it would be this is me personally. I recognize the first one's the best. I recognize that. Me personally, I would be TCM 2 is my favorite. That's my number one. Then the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Then the remake would be after that for me. Actually, no, it'd still be the remake. And then the one that came out 2022, I love too. So that would be my number four. That'd be my number four. I respect that, you know, Marlowe, but the thing the remake had going for it is it had Arlie Ermy in it. I mean, you got the Full Metal Jacket and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like that's incredible. There's no character like Arlie Ermy in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I love him in that remake. Like he's so amped up to like freaking 11 and it's just fantastic. His performance is great. Yeah, man, they just need to come just relinquish all your shit, you know, and you can make so much money and you wouldn't even have to do any work. Just give it to other people to do. They'll take care of it. They'll do good work with it. They'll release some really cool collector's editions and you know, you make a lot of your fans happy. It's just I don't know, it seems like a win-win to me. I felt like there was another one that they announced after Red Eye. Am I wrong in that assumption? I thought that there was another one. I feel like there was another one they announced. Maybe Red Eye was the last one. Um, Ken, all I wanted was a lousy letter or a call. I hope you know I ripped all of your pictures off the wall. Okay, okay. What's up, Alex? How you doing, buddy? I got to, yeah, I got to get you back on the channel for sure, man. Yeah, for sure. You need to come back, Alex. I don't think I've had you on since did you come on in October? Was it October you were on? I think it was October. Blood on her name during Vinegar Syndrome. So I did not get that one. I didn't get that one. I wasn't sure what that was. You said it's a Western? That's pretty cool. I want more Westerns in the collection. Let's see. Ken, you and mid level could have been together. We could have. We could have. There's some weird stuff going on in this chat tonight. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I'm the most comfortable with it. I'll be honest. Has the best humor. I love it. When he tells that guy when they're talking about condominiums, condominiums. I never used them. That's such a great line. I love it. I love Rocky too, though. That's a great Rocky movie. I'm not getting the Rocky 4K set. I'm going with my Blu-ray set. I understand that, man. I get it. And from what people are saying, you might be good with that Blu-ray set. I don't know. I don't know. That'd be a Kino release for sure, though, I feel like. Probably. I mean, I could see him doing like a Steelbook set or something. Kind of like the Superman set because it's Warner Brothers. I could see him doing a 4K Steelbook set of all those movies. I don't know if I saw that. Just DVD. What's it, a Walmart exclusive? They're gonna put it next to Judgment and some of the other Hellraiser movies. Yeah, that seems kind of weird that they would just do DVD, but it is Disney again. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Is it Disney? I mean, Hulu did Hellraiser, so that's. I think Hulu. I think Hellraiser was on Disney Plus in Canada, so I think it's Disney. What's up, off the shelf movie night? How you doing, buddy? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good day. Hellraiser and Predator and the recent movies. I liked Prey a lot. The new Hellraiser, I did not enjoy all that much. Um, as far as Hellraiser, let's face it, the first two movies are great, and that's the only great movies they have in that franchise. Um, I like the third one. Okay, it's a fun like slasher with Pinhead, and I like Bloodline. Okay, as well. I need to rewatch both those. It's been years since I've seen them. But the two great ones, masterpieces of horror, in my opinion, are the first two. After that, I mean, after Bloodline, you guys know the rest. It was just a stream of shit. Just a stream of shit in that franchise. I think they did like 8 movies after Bloodline or 6 or 7 or something. All crap. So can't say anything good about Hellraiser after that. And then the new one was it was fine. It wasn't nothing to write home to mom about. And as far as Predator, I love the first Predator. Second one's really fun. Um, was it Predators with Adrian Brody? I've only seen that once, but I remember thinking it was okay. And the new Predator I saw in theaters, and it wasn't good, but I didn't hate it. And then Prey is pretty good. So Predator franchise isn't bad overall, I don't think. Bought the Evil Dead remake on 4K the other day. The audio and special features part is really low. I tried to warn y'all about that Evil Dead remake. It sucked. It was my least favorite release of last year, and it looks like Bubba Hotep's going to take that mantle this year. But what's up, Flipping the Bird? I wonder if you're the same as the mid-level Stan. Okay, some good recommendations. Oh my goodness. I got hit with the yawn, guys. I'm tired. I might need to get off here in a few seconds. But I got 181 people in here right now. What are you guys doing on a Tuesday night, 12:18 a.m.? It's officially March the 1st. We're in March now. So happy new month. Is that a thing? How we do Happy New Year? How about Happy New Month? It's March. What are some of your all's most anticipated titles in the month of March? I did my video today talking about mine. What are you guys looking forward to the most coming out in March? There's not really like the one big title. Like last year, The Godfather came out in March. Like that was the big one. What's the big one this month for you? Like what's the one you're looking forward to the most? I feel like the answers could be all over the place for that. The Departed needs a 4K like yesterday. Like that's crazy that hasn't got a 4K. Nice. I mean, I get it. There's some people that are just John Wick collectors and they want to get all the John Wick stuff. I get it. Um, I mean, I still got 4 or 3 walls in here, and then I've got a whole basement out there with tons of wall space if I needed it. And I got a closet over there. I don't foresee running out of space anytime soon. I'll find space. But I do want to, you know, try to, like I said, not a full curation, but try to rotate some titles in and out. Not keep everything in the collection. I've got 3 stacks down there that I got out when I organized everything. some stuff I've upgraded to 4K that I'm letting go. So I'm trying to do a little bit better about that. I have recovered. I have recovered. There's definitely been a lot of people giving me shit about that for some reason. I'm like, really, Bubba Hotep? You're gonna give me crap about? Like, it's not like I said The Shining was sucked or something. I said Bubba Hotep. Like, can't you just meet me halfway and just understand that I didn't like it? Sorry. Um, well, what movies would you want in a paranormal activity box set besides Nightmare on Oh, what movies would I want in a paranormal activity type box set? Um, like a franchise? God, that's a good question. I'm trying to think of one that hasn't already gotten like a some kind of box set. Um, yeah, it's tough. Horror franchises. Nightmare on Elm Street though, like that's obvious. Paranormal Activity style box set. I mean, look, I'm not the biggest Saw fan. I know I got that you know, imprint via Vision release or whatever, but it'd be cool to get like a Saw box set like the Paranormal Activity ones. That would be kind of cool. Scream, when all those movies come out, like it'd be cool to get like some kind of Scream box set, 4K box set. That'd be pretty neat. Um, Look, I'd be lying if I said we just talked about Hellraiser. I'd be lying if I said if they announced a big box set like the Friday the 13th box set of the Hellraiser movies, all of them in a box set. I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't get that because I probably would. I probably would. I would be ashamed of myself, but I would probably get that. Um, let's see. Final Destination would be a cool one to get a box set like that. Um, yeah, it's I feel like there's just one that I'm missing. Like a Leprechaun. Let's do a Leprechaun box set. There's one I'm missing. But that was a good question. My wife told me that I have an addiction to physical media. Said I can't leave the house without coming home with a new movie. She might be right, dude. It happens. Like it happens. Like it's you're so focused on. I can't go to Target. I can't go to Walmart. I can't go even to Kroger. Like Kroger has freaking Blu-rays and stuff without just like it being in my mind. And I have to go to the physical media section every time, see what they got. Even though I know when I go to Target, it's going to be nothing. When I go to Walmart, it's going to be nothing. But I have to go over there and just check it out. It used to be a lot funner to look at physical media sections, though. Back in the day, I will say it's not as fun anymore. Not as lively over there. Walmart used to have cool shit. Like I found Scream Factory titles with the slipcovers there. They used to have steelbook sections. They used to have a lot of Shout Factory titles. They used to have whole 4K sections. It's like all that shit's gone now. It's like 95% DVD. No hate on DVD, but it's just come on now. It feels like we're reverting at Walmart. Oh, nice. Nice. After I saw you say that, I went right to Amazon after the mid-level report. I felt the burn from the Event Horizon Steelbook right after the report. Yeah, man. I try to tell people because I felt it. It just felt like one of those sets that was going to sell out super quick. So I'm glad you got it. And I wonder if I made a lot of people afraid of that. A lot of people went to go order it, which led to it selling out. I don't know. Could have happened. Replacement Killers. Nice. I need to watch that one. I really hope they do a Steelbook box set, Omega, something like they did with the Superman. What's up, Jordo? How you doing, buddy? Ooh, I need to check that Femme Fatale. Yeah, I need to check that one out. I want to watch his entire filmography. Like I need if I was gonna go back into the theme months, I would probably do a De Palma month for sure. So I can knock out some of his, movies I haven't checked out. But a lot of people don't realize he did Mission Impossible, the first Mission Impossible, which I love that movie too. It's not my favorite of the franchise. My favorite, I don't know, is it my favorite? I think my favorite's Ghost Protocol. I think that's my favorite. But the first one might be my second favorites, and then I would go Rogue Nation, then I would go Fallout, or maybe I go Fallout then Rogue Nation. Um, but yeah, he did the first Mission Impossible. That's a great movie. He did Mission to Mars, which I don't think has a Blu-ray. That's another one that hasn't been upgraded to DVD from DVD. And I used to love that movie. That was one of the first DVDs I ever got, and just really loved that movie. Watched it all the time. So trying to think of that. There's definitely some other films he's done that I've seen. He's done so much. I mean, Carlito's Way I need to still check out, but great director. Should put my profile picture as my picture. Let's see. Ooh, that's cool, Don. What a double feature, right? Damn, Nightmare on Elm Street Body Double. That's gnarly. Both of those movies are so good. For different reasons. They're both kind of horror movies for sure. Um, whereas Nightmare on Elm Street's more of an obvious horror movie. Body Double's more beneath the surface with the horror. But God, I love that movie. That was a good movie. I think there is a 4K of the Suspiria remake. It's just not a domestic release, but I think that they do have it. That is definitely an opinion, Sammy. Sorry, Ken. The niche YouTube channel comment was directed at the Ranking Renegade. It was a boxing channel. I met and interviewed a lot of boxers and the predictions of fight were nice. I could see how a channel like that would blow up for sure, especially back in 2006. Oh, that's a good pick. I need to watch that. My wife and I almost watched that the other night because we've been scrolling through HBO Max just watching a bunch of random movies. I mean, I would love that, man. Like I've seen those, fake artwork pieces that I think the disc father posted. And it looks awesome. I don't think it'll ever happen, but it looks awesome for sure. What's up, Reno's Real Reviews? How you doing? Oh yeah, that steelbook was $5. Yeah, if you don't care about getting the 4K, go ahead and grab that steelbook. It's a nice steelbook. Very basic, but I mean it has the poster art on it. That's awesome. Yeah, go for it. Megan is a good start. I watched Faces of Death when I was 8, messed me off. Yeah, I mean it's hard for me to really gauge because I was watching Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and all that stuff when I was very young, probably 8 or 9. So it all just depends on the kid, I guess. Yeah, I mean I've done videos kind of like that, but it would be cool to maybe I kind of focus it on Warner Brothers, I guess. But I did when I first announced the whole 100th anniversary push that they announced with The Exorcist and Enter the Dragon, I had a lot of recommendations or ones that I wanted in that video. I did that like last November, but I've done stuff like that before. But yeah, I might do something like that. There's definitely going to be another video where I talk about movies that haven't been upgraded to Blu-ray because to me that's more important than movies getting upgraded to 4K is DVDs. Movies still stuck on DVD or VHS, at least getting Blu-ray releases. Because I can live with just having a Blu-ray of a lot of movies. Of course, there's movies that I really want 4Ks for, but I can't live with just a DVD or VHS release of any movie that I love. Like I want those at least upgraded to HD so I can experience those in a in the best possible format or a better format. So I think that that's more important, and I really like doing those type of videos with the movies coming to Blu-ray. But yeah, I can do some more like 4K wish list videos as well. I don't see him doing phone booth anonymous. I really don't. Freddy's Dead was the first Nightmare movie I was brave enough to watch. I like it today. Yeah. So, yeah, that's it's funny with Nightmare on Elm Street because when I was a kid, like movies like Freddy's Dead, the fourth one, Dream Master, like those were just more accessible to me. Like Freddy wasn't as scary in those, so that kind of got me into horror, like having those more comedic Freddy moments and one liners and things like that. So I think that's important. And yeah, when you start to you get a little older, you start to realize, oh, the original Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors, like these are the definitive movies of this franchise. But you still have a fondness for Freddy's Dead because it's what you watched when you were a kid. And I mean, it's like an episode of Looney Tunes. Like that movie's is freaking crazy. Let's see. Yeah, they really do. They really do. God, I'm still 20 minutes behind on the chat. What am I doing? Um, I mean, I think if it was produced by the same people, I mean, they definitely should. But I think that they would have, gotten people complaining. I don't know. Is Supergirl like well regarded in the franchise? Didn't that one come out like in the middle? Like, did that one come out in the middle of 2 and 3? I know it came out before 4, but when did 3 come out? Uh, do I like Turkish people? I don't know any Turkish people, so I don't know if I like them or not. I would imagine I probably would, if I met a couple. Why not? Torso's a great movie. I love Torso. I watched that on Tubi actually. I don't. Well, I do have that in the collection. I got that in the Giallo collection. I haven't watched the Blu-ray though. That's a great movie though. I'm glad you ordered that, Huck. I really am. I thought about you first when it sold out. I was like, did Huck get his copy? Did he get his copy? Colin said, yeah, those are some metal bands. Yeah, I figured they were. I know I'm not in that world of metal. Like I definitely liked hard rock music, but I know some metal fans would scoff if I brought up like mainstream bands because I think all those I mentioned were pretty mainstream. Uh, no, I didn't hear that, Jiggy. Exactly, mid-level Ken Stam. You know what? You know what's up. Yeah, we need it. We need it for sure. Watch out for the loons. It's time for some Nick Cage. All right, guys, I gotta jump through this chat. I appreciate every single one of y'all coming out tonight, asking me some good questions tonight. All right, so I think I'm getting into some of the titles that I'd rather Ken just speak his mind, not walk on eggshells. We're big boys and girls. Nobody has to have the same opinions. Exactly. Exactly. Why does it matter what I say about something? Doesn't mean that you have to hate it or you don't have to like it. But if I don't like something, just let it be. I didn't like it. I can't make myself like it, you know? And I'm certainly not going to tell you guys I like something just because I think it's what you want to hear. I made this channel to express myself. That's what I'm going to do. Damn it. Uh, Babylon and Lullaby. I don't know if I've, what's Lullaby? Yeah, Air Force One Steelbook. I'm looking forward to both of those Steelbooks. I'll probably rewatch both of those too. I might even do reviews because I haven't um, done actual reviews for either of those on the channel. So I might do that with Adobe Vision, do new reviews for them. It shouldn't be that bad. I'm a little worried about the trunk. I'm a little worried about the Puppet Master trunk, but I've went pretty light this month. It's not been too bad. Because to be perfectly honest, I've still got some debt that I'm paying off from last year with the TV and just how crazy October, November, December were with physical media. Like I've really tried to slow things down a little bit going into this year, pay off some of that debt, and then I'll try to ramp things up a little bit again. And also, I'm pacing myself. I'm saving myself for some of these sales I know is coming because I'm gonna grab some Criterions when they do the Criterion flash sale, maybe 4 or 5, and then I'm gonna really go nuts on that keynote sale whenever that comes out. Uh, To be honest, they don't really care. Like if they came down here and actually showed an interest and grabbed a Blu-ray off the shelf, like that would be the proudest moment in my life. I don't think I would even think about them like getting their fingerprints on it or anything. But they could care less about all this stuff down here. They really like they will play video games like Roblox and Fortnite and Minecraft and watch YouTube, and they could care less about movies and all this stuff. Unless it's Megan. My daughter, she really likes Megan, so that's a movie she's interested in right now. All right, guys. No, I never attended the Gathering of the Juggalos. Is that the movie with Elizabeth Banks? Is she in that? I think I remember watching that. Um, I don't remember hardly anything about it though. I don't. That feels like one Scream Factor would announce for 4K, just a movie that like nobody wants. I don't feel like that was that well received. All right. Will Sony do a Columbia Classics Volume 4? I'm sure they will. I don't feel like I mean if the sales weren't good for 3, it's because of the titles that were in it. I mean, they didn't have like any huge, I hate to say it, mainstream titles to really pop that box set. Like the first one had some big ones like Lawrence of Arabia and Doctor Strangelove and League of Their Own, Jerry Maguire, um, Gandhi. Like there was some bangers in the first one, and then the second one had Taxi Driver, which was like a selling point by itself, and The Social Network, which I'm pretty sure was David Fincher's first film on 4K, and just really had some good ones in there. And then the third one came out, and it was like, what is this? Like, it has Annie in it? Oh, people have told me Annie's a great movie. Not trying to hate, but as good as it gets, I'm not a huge fan of either. So that was just, but again, they could all be great films. I haven't seen any of them other than As Good as It Gets. Just felt like a lackluster slate for that one. So I doubt that one sold well, and it went on sale for like $70, like a couple of weeks after it released, or maybe like a month after it released or something. But I still like the box set. I like collecting and owning those, but hopefully they come out of the gate swinging with the next box set. I think they'll still do them. Those are still like some of the most well packaged physical media releases to date. Upscaling DVD is pretty good if you have top of the line player TV with good processing for it. Some DVDs have best intentions of making a good DVD and look pretty upscaled. Well, I need to try that then. Uh, I mean, absolutely. Whenever I get them in, I mean, at this point, if I get them in tomorrow or Thursday, like the review probably won't come because I gotta have time to watch them all. Unless I just watch the first one and do a review of the first one, which I might end up doing, and then I'll do a separate video for the sequels or something. Um, but yeah, I intend to review all those, and I also intend to review Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K this week as well. I don't know. I could see him doing, a select few, maybe some bigger, bigger, more mainstream bands. Ooh, I've not seen that one, but yeah, I'm gonna check out all of, Brian De Palma's films at some point. Yeah, I got those, Chase. I didn't get the individual slips, but I got the box set, Missing in Action trilogy. I need to watch those still. Oh, no, movies and Funkos of me, your, disc trays were greasy in the Rocky Knockout collection. There was a little off-gassing in there. Maybe that's why they're taking so long, to get them out to us. Maybe they're putting in some extra grease in those Rocky 4Ks. Oh my goodness. People are gonna be upset about the grease. They don't like grease. Ooh, nice. 77-inch C2. You're doing it big. I think everybody's talking about their celebrity crushes. John says Christy Swanson. Um, that's a good one. That is a good one. I mean, Buffy. You got the Phantom with Billy Zane. And then Big Daddy. Um, so yeah, that's a good one. It's a good one. Deadly Friend as well. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll have her do the Megan dance in the video. She's pretty good at doing the Megan dance. Like she's got it like down pat, like down to like grabbing the thing off the what is that? I don't know what that's called, but she grabs like the little blade in the hallway. She like shimmies down the hallway. She got the whole thing down. Uh Oliver was in volume 2, I think. Alexander. No, I bought that on Blu-ray, but I watched that last year. I didn't love that movie. I thought it was okay. I didn't love it. All right, I think I've reached. Have I reached the end? I think I've reached the end. No, I've not seen Raising Cain. Doesn't that have John Lithgow in it? I think I'm visualizing the cover. Um, if they were to make a volume 4 for Columbia Classics, here's my list: City Slickers, good choice. Super Bad, love it. Tootsie, weren't they supposed to do a 4K of Tootsie? Didn't somebody else? I thought they announced that, like Kino Lorber or somebody. Am I making that up? Um, Panic Room, that's a good one. Midnight Express, Donnie Brasco. Just going off of the pattern that they've had over the past few years and releases that they've done, I don't know if they would go with that lineup because there's a lot of newer films in that. City Slickers, that's 80s, right? Superbad's 2000s, Panic Room's 2000s, Donnie Brasco's 90s. They're not going to do that many newer films. Um, Tootsie's 80s as well. So they're yeah, the only when did Midnight Express come out? That feels like a 70s movie. I don't know that one off the top of my head. Um, but yeah, they would go back and do a movie from the 30s, maybe a movie from the 50s and 70s. They might transition into the 80s from there, but yeah, it's way too much, way too many recent releases, I think. Denise Richards is another good one for sure. Um, I'm trying to think which celebrity crush was my main one. Somebody asked me this like a few weeks ago, and I had an answer. I can't even remember what I answered. Was it Jennifer Love Hewitt? I used to love the movie Can't Hardly Wait, so I think she was definitely a big one because of that movie. But yeah, I mean Denise Richards for sure, and I mean Denise Richards primarily for Starship Troopers. Like I watch that movie all the time. Ken, it's fine. You don't like Bubba Hotep. I hate some movies you like. I usually say for me, I don't like the movies and not say it's complete trash, but your channel do as you please. Here's the thing, Scaps. When I'm up here, I got to be a little animated about what I say. So sometimes I'm a little hyperbolic when it comes to my opinions on stuff, just because I feel like I gotta. If I really don't like something, I feel like I gotta crank it up a little bit, and it's not really like putting on a show But yeah, if I really don't like something, I'm gonna maybe go overboard with it and call it trash or say something like that. I'm not trying to be disrespectful towards anybody that likes it. Um, that's just how I am sometimes. But that is complete trash, I will say. Bubba Hotep is garbage. So I'm sorry. Michael Hutter says, wish 13 Ghost Remake would get a 4K, but bet it would look sharp. Yeah, I bet it would. That'd be a cool one. Yeah, that is a shame. Jessica Alba, like I'm not gonna say she's not attractive, but she was never one I had a crush on or anything. Like I never, paid her too much of attention. I know she's a big one for a lot of people. Um, what's the one horror movie you want in 4K? Nightmare on Elm Street's a big one, and The Exorcist is one that's been a big one for a long time, but we're getting that this year. Um, I mean, I want all the Nightmare on Elm Streets on 4K. Dream Warriors, Dream Master, all of them. Uh, Camp Nowhere. I haven't seen Camp Nowhere. Yeah, I hadn't seen Wild Things when I was younger, so it was Starship Troopers. Drop Dead Gorgeous was another big one I watched all the time. That's a good movie. I know Warner Archive did a release of that. Meg Ryan, going old school with old Maggie Ryan. Terry Hatcher, yeah, that's a good one. I remember her on Seinfeld. It's not. I wouldn't say it's trolling because I don't have the intent to piss people off in the comment section or people that are watching. I'm not like trying to piss people off, but at the same time, I'm trying to get my opinion out there in a big way. I'm not trying to piss anybody off. Like that's not my intention at all. I don't think it's anybody's intention that has a channel. Like the last thing you want to do is piss off the people that watch you and support you. But at the same time, when you're giving your opinion on something, um, you want to try to be as big and interesting as possible. But I wouldn't call it trolling because that when somebody trolls, like they have the intent of, pissing off or hurting um, somebody else. So I wouldn't say that. But you guys can say that, I guess. Smallville. I haven't seen Smallville. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. You guys have been great tonight. Great chats. 157 people still hanging out with us. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Christina Ricci, that is one. I will say that is one. That kind of followed me through my whole life because I remember being, um, 7 or 8 when I saw her in The Addams Family. I had a crush on her in that movie, and then I remember getting a little bit older, and then she was in Casper, and then a little bit beyond that. What's some of the movies she was in? God, I can't even think of any. I don't want to say Cursed, but I feel like there was another one between Cursed and Casper, um, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow, that's the one. So yeah, that crush kind of followed me through my life. I kind of grew up, she must be close to the same age as me. But yeah, definitely Christina Ricci for sure. But thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Like I said, 155 people in the chat. Hit the like button if you haven't already, and drop me a comment on this stream as well. I would appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My voice is like almost gone. Like I've really been doing too much talking today between the 3 live streams now because the world's biggest collectors episode I did today was an hour and 40 minutes. I did an hour and 15 minutes with my wife. Almost 2 hours now. Like I'm completely drained, but I appreciate you guys so much. That's why I do these streams to hang out with you, to answer some questions, and hopefully y'all had a good time. I like to think that you did, but if you didn't, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry I don't like Bubba Hotep. But we'll talk about it next week a little bit more on the February roundtable. That should be a good time for sure. I'll be announcing the guest lineup pretty soon. So thank you all again and hope you all have a great night and a great rest of your week. We'll see y'all later.